Okay, so um, today, actually yesterday, we started learning adding decimal numbers. So let's do some review about general addition. Okay, so if you have this number, 5,239 plus 496, when you want to add them all up, you want to make sure that the ones line up, the tens line up, the hundreds line up, and the thousands line up, right? And so we answer it like this way. So we have 9 plus 6, we carry, that's 15, carry 1, and so on. Okay, so that's the review. All right, but using the same technique, we'll be adding decimal. But in this case, we have to make sure that all the same place value lines up, and also the decimal of the first addend is in line with the decimal of the second addend. Okay, so basically the addends line up, right? So 3 plus 9, that's 12, carry 1, and so that's 16, carry 1 again, so that's 96.2. So as you can see in this example, all those decimals vertically lined up together along one line. All right. Okay, so let's try this one. All right. Sometimes if you're having a hard time lining the decimals up, you can also do it this way. Right? Okay, so you can write them in columns. So you can make a table so that the decimals are in the same column. Okay, and so put the decimal again at the bottom when you're ready to add them up, the same line, and then go on, do your addition. So 8 plus 3 equals 11, carry 1, that's 10, carry 1, that's 9, so that's 90.1, right? Okay, let's try another example, this one. So this is hundreds. The one earlier is, it's a number with tenths. In this problem, we have hundreds. So in the same manner, the decimals lined up. Okay, and I'm going to do the table form so that all the ones, all the tens, all the tenths, and all the hundreds lined up, as well as the decimal point. Okay, so the most important part here is that the decimal point lined up together. Okay, and we add them all up, the decimal. All right. Okay, so that is our answer. Okay. All right, so how about in the previous page, we added a number with the same decimal place value, like they both have tens and they both have hundreds. But how about in this example? So we have 32.8 and 57.31. So as you can see, the first number, 32.8, only have tenths in it, while the second number has hundreds. Okay, so what you can do with this, so it could help you, so that you don't get confused, is, I'm not so sure what I did here. All right. Okay, so with 8, you can just add 0, because remember, 8 tenths is equal to 80 hundredths, so therefore you can just add 0 at the end of your tenths place. So now you have 32.80 and 57.31. So they both have hundreds now, right? So we go on, let's add that up. So that's 11, carry 1, 10, okay? And so this is our sum. Okay, so if the other addend does not have as many numbers after the decimal, let's have another example. Like for this one here, 32.825 plus 57.39. So the first one has 3 place value after the decimal point, and the second one only has 2. So this is the number that we want to add. As you can see in our table here, it's obvious that 5 does not have a partner. So you can just add 0 there. So now 57.39 is just equal to 57.390. Okay, so again, decimal lined up, and add them all up again. Okay. All right, so this is our answer. Okay. All right, so that was adding. Now let's go on subtracting. Okay, as a review, Okay, so if you want to subtract 5,239 minus 456, okay, so 9 minus 6 is 3, 3 minus 5 cannot be, borrow 1, so that's 13 minus 5, that's 8, and so you have 11 on the other side, minus 4, that's 7, and since you borrowed 1 from 5, that's 4, so that's your answer. So we'll be doing that same technique in subtracting decimals, okay? Alright, again, decimal point line up, okay, so 3 minus 9 cannot be, okay, I guess, alright, 3 minus 9 cannot be, so you borrow 1 from 9, that becomes 8, and so 13 minus 9, that's 4. Basically, the important thing here is that, of course, it's important that you know how to subtract, but the decimal point has to line up. Alright, so let's try this one, 82.8 minus 57.3. Again, you can do the box thing if that helps you. Alright, so 8 tenths minus tenths, and then decimal point, ones minus ones. 2 minus 7 cannot be, borrow 1, so that becomes 12 minus 5 minus 7, that's 5. And then 8 becomes 7, 7 minus 2 is 5 equals 2. So that is your answer. Okay. Alright, how about this one, hundreds? Numbers with hundreds. So let's line them all up like that. So 2 minus 9 cannot be, we borrow 1, so that becomes 12 minus 9, that's 3, so you have 7. Alright, so, and that is your answer. Okay, so in this page, we're subtracting numbers with the same decimal place, decimal numbers at the end, number of numbers at the end of the decimal point. Okay, so now we'll be subtracting 2 decimal from 1 decimal. Okay, so just like this one. So as you can see, the first number only have 1 decimal number, right? So, and the second one has 2. So we'll be doing this just for you to see it column by column. And so just like the technique that we learned from addition, you just add 0. So now you're ready to subtract. Okay. Okay, I'll not discuss the subtraction part with you guys, just the technique of adding 0 at the end. Okay. Alright, so that is our difference. So let's try this one, subtracting 3 decimal from 2 decimal, just like this example. So in the same manner, we'll line them all up with their decimal points, and then just add 0 at the end. Okay. So you're ready to subtract. Okay. And that is our difference. If you come across with problems like say 5.1 minus 2.365, so as you can see, 1 decimal and 3 decimals, so you just add 2 zeros. So the idea is to make sure that you have the same numbers after the decimal, so you can easily subtract them, and you can do that by just adding zeros. Alright, okay, good luck with your assignment.